We're back. I think this is episode 4. I have no idea. I've lost count. I think we did loads of extra sessions. So, episode 4. Today we're going to look at the armbar. The armbar. I'm going to look at some defensive aspects. I'm not going to teach the defense. If you want to get that, you have to find Preet Mikkelson's armbar defense videos, or go to one of his classes. So I'm not going to cover that huge topic, but it gives you a rough idea that other things exist, and that you should include these in your gym to improve armbars across the board. So first off then, I'm going to lie down and Naki's going to armbar me. Yeah. Okay, so the typical armbar defense that is usually seen across the board is the quick panic here, holding onto the arm. Problem with this is unless I can get my arm to the floor, I'm locked in the system now. So I've got to hope and pray that this is going to work. Okay. Instead, if you look at Preet's videos and you look at the Hitchhiker and other videos like that, one of the better options is actually to turn away. So Preet mentions a lot about Fabrizio Verdum, ADCC 2011. He turned away and couldn't get Vinny's arm at all. So instead of holding the arm here and looking at the grip breaks, which are everywhere on YouTube, what we're going to instead look at is this. I'm turning away. So from here, I've turned my thumb down, I've hidden my thumb, and I've got options to go for a hitchhiker or to walk in. Problem with this then is that Naki's going to have a hard time trying to finish my arm here. He wants my thumb obviously facing the opposite way of what he wants to take my elbow, but with my arm turned down, my body turned away, it's very difficult for him to now get this back. Very similar actually to a regular kind of Senkaku heel escape, a heel hook escape. So if you look at the armbar escape here, again I'm not going to describe what happens, that's Preet's. I can turn up, I can move my ass in, and then I can slip the arm and do various other things here. You might think, oh, you might get omoplata this way, but my arm's facing actually the wrong way for an omoplata to happen. If it was facing this way, my hips, then yeah, do. But with my body facing this way, it's very hard for him to actually take my arm. It's the exact same as the heel hook escape. So if Naki takes hold of my heel, again I'm going to do the arm at the same time. Here, I've turned away and turned my limb downwards. From there, I can slip and start to try and get rid of my foot. So it's pretty much the exact same looking at escapes. But again, look at Preet's videos for that. So what we're looking at then is the actual armbar itself. And little ideas then, look at both sides. Look at the option of, yeah, they might have this, but also look at the option of they could turn away, which is way more effective. So if I have hold of Naki's arm, so yeah, legs that way, thank you. Here. Usually, if he has turned onto his side, you'll see good in this profile here, is that his shoulder is now higher. If he's fully on his side, so even if I have his arm here, and it's going to take more lifting for me to actually catch it, okay? But if he's turned away, you can now turn his wrist down, and it's going to be hard for me to turn this back. So, preferably, I actually want them to hold on to their own arms. So if I can surprise them or set it up, I want this. I want to be able to, and they say don't cross your feet and all this kind of stuff, but I don't care. I want his shoulder. So I want to have hold of his own hand, because now I actually have the time to work this. One of the options you normally might have is to turn him towards me and try and get his elbow to the floor. But if I can keep my thigh across his face, go back here, and set an angle, turn back, it makes his life hard. Then it's just all the grip breaking videos that exist. There's never going to be a time I'm going to put my foot in here. Okay? This implies that he doesn't know how to escape good armbars. Because if I do this, he's now going to just do that. So all those ones where I go put my foot through for a triangle, or all those other things where I release and go for like bicep slices, I'm assuming he doesn't know how to actually do an armbar escape. So I actually want to keep this for as long as possible. There are other options like going for like a Senkaku on the arm, but we're just going to look at this today. Hopefully maybe we'll do a full series on the arm eventually. So I want to keep hold of the arm, If he's holding onto his bicep, it's in the gi, etc. Bringing his arm closer to me is going to improve this angle here. So even if he's holding on tight, so really get onto it, here, I can pummel through. He isn't going anywhere. The only option he has is to try and get his elbow to the floor. If I pull my heels towards my ass, he's got nowhere for his arm to go. Like I said, the scariest thing that he can do is for me to escape is actually turn away, and that's way more effective. That's hitchhiking and the Sankaku escape. So from here, I'm going to pinch my knees and all the other things that you see in armbars, and now I can actually finish my armbar. In regards to like crushing your junk or using a cup, etc., it isn't necessarily about going straight up with the arm. It's about where the thumb is facing, going the other way. So if he's twisting his arm this way, I can actually just finish the armbar by going sideways, that way. If his thumb's facing that way, I can still finish the armbar by going this way. It doesn't really matter. As long as I've got control of the joint above and below the one I want. And this is kind of like a ubiquitous rule across jiu-jitsu, in that if I want his elbow, I need his shoulders. I really need his shoulders. Which means normally I need the far shoulder as well. And then I also need the wrist. If he escapes either of those things, he's out. So if he's got freedom of his wrist here, he can move his wrist around, even if I'm in this position, locked out, so lock my even if he can move his wrist, it's hard for me to actually finish this armbar. I need control of this. But also it's the same breath. If I don't have his shoulders, I can't get his arm. And now I don't know, it looks like I don't know how to do an armbar again. So usually I actually want them to panic and hold on to their arm, because this is way easier to deal with now. I can look at grip breaks and start to destroy it. So this is like the detail of this video, is that you actually want this. Okay, trained people have actually got a better armbar defense about turning away, because you want this control here. If you don't have this control here, you have a really poor idea of actually how good your armbars are, because eventually you're going to come across someone who can turn away and escape their shoulders. And at that point, you'll be lost. This is easy. Grip breaking from here is easy. As long as you don't release this far shoulder, because you need it, and so you don't do all this kind of nonsense stuff, so hold your hands together. This kind of stuff here, bonkers, okay? Because all I'm actually doing there, anyway, is pulling through the hinge. I actually want to control the handle. The further I can get onto his wrist, hold your hands together, hands, here, the easier it is. So there's no arm strength, it's all weight. Kicking through the gap here does not make sense. Again, if I start doing this, he's just going to turn away, and there's no armbar ever again. Okay, you can hitchhike, or you can run his ass in and do like a Sankaku escape. It's gone. Double trouble. Yeah, exactly. It's the exact same as all the heel hook stuff you learn. Is that if they bring the legs in together, like when you're doing a heel hook, if I have your leg here, if I hold his leg, and he brings his other leg in, he's now screwed. He isn't going anywhere. I'm going to finish this all day long. But if I don't hold this leg, now my life gets harder. I can start turning it away and start trying to slip it out. So again, it's that panic of not understanding the submission. It's the exact same as the armbar. There's a way you can obviously prolong it. You can try and up your legs and like hold on for dear life and hope something slips out. But it's not good jiu-jitsu. Let's look at both sides of this. I've got options of holding onto my hand. I've got options of holding onto my legs. It's not great. It's more like a last resort. Good jiu-jitsu says I can actually turn away and abandon my limb and get out. But because we don't train those, we don't know they exist, and eventually you come across someone like Fabrizio did, and you wonder why your armbar doesn't work. So I actually want to catch that far shoulder and make sure I've got the shoulders locked in. What we will do is we'll look at the armbar from guard, hopefully, within the middle of the week. So tune in for that episode. We'll do a 0.5 episode again. So that'll be armbar from guard. So try this. Again, look up Preet's videos for armbar defense and turning away. Watch Fabrizio Verdun versus Vinny Magalhaes at ADCC 2011.
Chrome Gracie, Kanitori?
Yeah, that one as well. But try this turning away escape. Not just hitchhiker, but just running your butt in like a Sankaku escape. And you'll see that it actually makes life so much harder. Again, because as soon as I turn away, if I'm here, my thumb can only do this. The second I turn away, it's now I'm facing full lockdown. and there's nowhere an armbar can exist there. So if I don't know how to deal with this and pull them back in and lock the shoulders to the floor, I need this far elbow to do that. If I don't have the far elbow, no armbars. Alright, thank you for that episode. I say we'll do a 0.51 soon. Yes. Thank you.
Brilliant.
Thank you for watching that video, wherever the hell it was about. Please like it, share it, subscribe to the channel. If there's a bell icon, it should be on this side. Please click on that if you want to get notifications for any new videos I make. If there are other videos around my head someplace, please click on those for more techniques. And in the description is a link to my Patreon if you want to support the channel in any way. So thank you for your time.